Let me ask you about Donald Trump here in America, because he's fully embraced Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin always seems now these days to move with his odds of winning the election. What are your thoughts on this sort of greater acceptance in America of Bitcoin these days?
Well, America is doing a good job imitating El Salvador, right? El Salvador is the first mover advantage. We are a Bitcoin country.
But what does it mean to be a Bitcoin country? That was Max Keiser talking to Charles Payne about Bitcoin adoption on the nation state level. And it looks like the nations are also having FOMO for Bitcoin. Just look at this tweet. Dennis Porter, CEO and co-founder of Satoshi Act Fund, just tweeted this out. I just got off another international call. I can confirm that nation state FOMO is real. Super cycle is in play. And then this afternoon, he tweeted again. I just got off another international call. Nation states are moving rapidly. It's all happening much faster than we expected.
Oh my God, okay, it's happening.
The strategic Bitcoin reserve momentum is incredible. History is being made. What a time to be alive. And then Forbes just put out an article this morning, huge things coming. Bitcoin suddenly explodes as secret nation state adoption mystery rumors fuel a crypto price boom. Now we're going to talk more about these rumors and is there any validity and what does nation state adoption look like? Now Forbes is basing this off one man and his name is David Bailey. There is at least one nation state that has been actively acquiring Bitcoin and is now, this is huge news, a top 5 holder. And David Bailey is the chief executive of Bitcoin Magazine, publisher Bitcoin Inc. And not only that, he's an advisor to the Trump election campaign on Bitcoin strategy. And real quickly, looking at the top 5, number 1 is US with just over 200K Bitcoin, then China with almost 200K, UK coming in third with 61,000, followed by Ukraine, and then the nation of Bhutan, and then El Salvador with around 5,000. Now, David Bailey clarifies this a little bit further, and we might have an actual target for what country or region is going to be the next big mover when it comes to Bitcoin. Now, David said nation-state adoption of Bitcoin is imminent, with investments potentially reaching billions of dollars. Now, he's saying they're doing domestic mining program as tests in a lot of these countries that he has the inside track for, with some early adopters on these pilots, moving from megawatts to projects in the gigawatt range. Now, if you were wondering, I didn't know, how many megawatts are in a gigawatt? 1,000 megawatts in a gigawatt. So if we have a 10 megawatt test system that then upgrades to a 10 gigawatt mining system, you are looking at a 100x in mining power. And I think we're going to see maybe even more than that, potentially 1,000x mining facilities. It's important to note, as more computers compete to mine Bitcoin, the hash rate goes up, and hash rate oftentimes, as it explodes, price action follows. Now, looking at the rest of this article here, and the first thing they do is a deeper dive in his international connections. How connected is he? Well, folks, this guy is basically Austin Powers, international man of mystery. Bailey has maintained robust international connections through his role in organizing Bitcoin conferences. This is huge across the United States, Europe, Middle East, and North Africa region. Now, they have another conference scheduled for December 9th through the 10th, where Bailey indicated global leaders from the Middle East will gather to discuss Bitcoin as a strategic asset. Now, we might have a potential December 9, December 10 Middle Eastern oil-rich nation market buying Bitcoin, or indicating they're going to start mining Bitcoin in a major way. And folks, if this is true, if we really have nation states moving rapidly, trying to get Bitcoin under their strategic reserves, history 100% is being made. This is a wonderful time to be alive. Let's do a quick price prediction. And when we're looking at the charts, we see a little bit of a bull flag breakout happening. Now, a lot of people are probably going to argue, where does the flagpole hit the ground? I'm going to make an argument it hits the ground here. I think some people are going to try to get a little too greedy and measure it from the bottom right there. But looking at the bull flag breakout is going to measure the length of the pole and then measure after the breakout here. And then if we drag this line up to the breakout, I think it's going to be one of the first targets for Bitcoin. And folks, that's given us a fantastic price right above $100,000. So if we do see some nation state FOMO, there's potential we hit at 103.99, somewhere within that range in the month of November, in the month of December. But again, this is going to be based off nation states having that FOMO. And if you ask me, I think they're 1,000% having that FOMO. I'm DZ, and I'll see you and your Bitcoin bags at the top.